All
Fair
right.
enough.
We're good to go.
All right.
We're good to go. Cut the fat.
Cut the fat. Jack.
Fat has been cut,
We
Logan.
need to start running, I think. Isn't that how you get rid of fat? No, cardio doesn't get rid of fat, though.
Cardio? I don't know, dude. Do I look like I know about exercise?
I don't know. I don't
have
exercise.
A bike behind me.
The only exercise I get is
I don't
lifting the
know.
pizza from the table into my mouth. Those are my bicep curls.
Is this our intro for this
I
episode?
guess. I don't know. I don't know how this works.
Are we ever gonna have a regular intro? I think this is just the intro, and we go right into it.
Yep. All right. Welcome to A Lot About a Little.
Cool.
Oh, my God. Welcome to A Lot About a Little. My name is Logan.
Did you get the name wrong?
No. You just were talking over me again. We've been over this.
Oh,
jeez.
well, that happens.
Welcome to A Lot About a Little.
Sorry.
Oh, my. Welcome to A Lot About a Little. I'm Logan.
I'm Reid.
That's Reid. And this is the podcast where we talk a lot about a little thing. Right? That kind of makes sense.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure.
If you don't think about it too hard, it'll make perfect sense.
Well,
to you.
if I think too hard, I have diarrhea. So anyway, we've got a good one today. This is episode number two of A Lot About a Little, and
Yep.
we're gonna talk about allergies today.
Yes, we are talking about allergies because I have what I like to think is a good allergy story.
Well, can I just start off by saying
Okay.
I am allergic to all your baloney?
Oh, that's a good one. That is a classic Logan dad
Classic
joke.
knee slapper right there, buddy.
You were just primed and ready to have a child, my
Primed
guy.
and ready.
Like, that kid is going to be rolling his eyes from the day he is born,
Yep.
just from all the dad jokes.
Oh yeah.
All right. I think I have a very good story about allergies, and this story is about how I realized that I have a cat allergy.
You have a cat allergy. Okay.
I have a cat allergy, yes. So I work in an office where there are a lot of cat lovers. Okay, I would say.
So you work in an office
about
of 63-year-old women
surprisingly, all of the cat owners are under the age of like 35.
under the age of 35. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And I think they're all guys too.
Fair enough.
So
okay.
I know
mean,
a lot of people with cats.
Not
Okay,
gonna make the joke.
and I live in an apartment complex where the only pet you can have is a cat. I mean, apart from like a fish or anything like that, But
Wait, so your apartment doesn't allow you to have dogs?
no dogs.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that. I think even at like a school.
I feel like apartment's either like all pets or no pets. But we're kind of in that wishy-washy area where you can have a cat.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
interesting.
So I have a coworker and friend who lives in this apartment complex who has two cats, and as someone who grew up with a dog in the house, a small dog, mind you, I've always enjoyed having a little furry companion and stuff. And I got thinking that a cat may be a good, how do you say, low maintenance pet.
Low maintenance
a cat.
pet. Okay, I don't
They're
know.
a little bit more. They're a little bit more self-caring for. You don't need to take them out. They use a litter box. They can be on their own a little bit more than a dog.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, maybe I'll look into getting a cat. So I've been around friends' cats before. I like being around cats. I'm by no means a cat person. Okay.
Fair enough.
I'm just
Okay.
someone that would like having a cat, or so I thought. So the one day, me and my buddy and my girlfriend go to the Humane Society to look at cats to adopt, because I'm going to do the good thing and I'm going to adopt a cat. I'm going to take the moral high ground in pet ownership. No shame to people that buy pets. That sounds really bad. But I am going to adopt a cat. So I'm telling the story, okay?
Okay.
So we go to the Humane Society and we look at one cat who's very fluffy, very cute, and she's doing her own thing, and then we see cat number two, the other one that I wanted to visit with, they say.
Okay.
And
Wait,
this cat,
wait.
like
Can I just interject something here? Isn't there a book
Yes.
about that? Isn't it like one cat, two cat, red cat, blue cat? Right. That's.
something like that. I think there's some green eggs and ham thrown in there as well.
But I don't like green eggs and ham. Sam, I am. Okay. Anyway, continue.
Back to the cats. So cat number two comes out, and cat number two is a lot more friendly. She's around me on my legs and stuff like that, saying hi, I'm patting her, all is great. And we leave, and my buddy looks at me and goes, well, Reid, I think the cat chose you. I'm like, it looks like the cat did chose me, because I was hearing it from everyone, you don't choose the cat chooses you, which I found out to be true. So I'm like, all right, everything is great.
This one.
Exactly. The force was strong with the cat. So I'm like, all right, this is great. We got the cat. I just need to go get cat stuff. So me and my buddy go to
Cat
Petco,
stuff.
pick up.
Is that what you said?
You gotta get like a litter box, food, toys, a scratching thing, so they aren't scratching up your couch. We got this toy.
Thing. The official
like a scratching post.
Sure.
My girlfriend got this cat. It's like a mini ice rink with a little toy attached to it on a stick.
Okay.
So that was fun being a big hockey fan. We got like this giant carrot that my buddy recommended. Yada
You
yada.
got a
So everything
giant
is going
carrot?
great. It was a giant carrot. It was probably like a foot long.
Wow, that's a big carrot.
It was legit. It was a legit carrot. So
Legit
the
carrot.
time comes about a week after the Petco trip to go pick up the cat. This is a Friday, okay? So it's Friday after work. I go over with my girlfriend. We got the carrot, and we go get the cat.
Okay.
And life is good. We got the cat. We got the cat.
Right.
It's good. The cat comes home. She's a little timid. She's hiding a little bit
Did
more.
you
But
name
over the next couple,
cat?
the cat already had a name.
Oh.
Her name was Mayumi.
Mayumi, with an M.
Yes. So. Yes, with an M.
Okay.
Yep. So she already had a name from the shelter.
Interesting.
So she's a little timid. She's kind of hiding around my apartment. And my bed behind it, like up against the wall, has like a little area where like the bed frame posts don't exactly meet the wall. So there's like a little probably like 6 inches deep by like 8 inches high of like space there.
Right, right,
So.
right.
That was that was her little spot while she got acclimated to the apartment, And over the next couple days, she starts to come out more. She gets to be more friendly around me. She's coming up on the couch. I'm playing with her. Life is good. Life is good. I'm enjoying cat ownership. I'm scooping poop out of the litter box like it's no one's business.
Scooping poop.
It's it's fantastic. Okay, so fast forward to the Monday after. That would be day 3. I had the cat. I wake up in the morning. And I wake up and like my eyes are crusted over.
Oh no.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. I really didn't think much of it, kind of dusted the crusties off,
Oh,
and
gosh.
went to work on the day. Didn't think anything of it.
Pink
okay.
eye.
Come back,
Someone's got pink eye.
come back from work, spend some time with the cat, life is good. She's coming out from the apartment more, she's laying by me while I'm on my computer, she's chilling. Life is good with the cat.
Chilling like a villain
Okay.
on Sundays.
Yeah. So
It really is
so
a villain.
then we come
Evil cat villain.
Then we come Tuesday. I wake up Tuesday morning. My eyes are red and itchy. Okay. My throat doesn't feel the best. And she pays me a visit on the bed and walks right in front of my face, and my eyes instantly get itchy.
Oh no. Oh no.
And there I am laying in my bed. I'm like, holy cow, I'm allergic to the cat I just adopted.
Wow.
So
Okay.
the good news is obviously it's a very sad story. I ended up calling the shelter later that day. They have this thing where they do a foster to adopt program. So I was technically fostering the cat for 2 weeks, and then the adoption becomes official. In case of unknown allergy.
Right, right.
So I call them and I'm like, hey, this is you probably don't get this a lot, but I think I'm allergic to the cat I adopted on Friday. And they're like, oh, okay, like no big deal, you can bring her back, I'm like, is there anything like you would like recommend for me to like not be allergic to the cat, 'Cause, like I'd like
Not
there's
be
no such thing as a
allergic.
hypoallergenic cat, I'm like, is there anything you're they're like, you can take like allergy meds, and like I was popping Allegra like every 4 hours that day, and it wasn't doing much. Like it sounds bad,
That sounds like
but
a
the
lot
best
of
thing that
Allegra
helped
there.
the best thing that helped me with my cat allergy was getting away from the cat.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Oh,
and this is something that I had never really
Oh, boy.
experienced before when I was around other people's cats, because like when I'm with another person's cat, it's around by my feet,
Right.
it's like not up by my face. But when the cat got around my face, like that's when things went south a little bit.
Right. Prolonged exposure probably didn't help very much either.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that combined with her sleeping right under where I breathe when I sleep, on that end of the bed, that didn't help as well, and just kind of the cat fur in the air. So we had to unfortunately set up a drop off of the shelter the Wednesday after I got the cat. So I can officially say I have been a cat dad for about 5 days, and that's when I learned that I was allergic to cats. So that is my allergy story. If you have if anyone listening has any weird allergy stories, we'll do one of those Spotify question buttons that I learned about that you can find on the app.
Right.
And you can submit feedback. So you can submit your weird or unusual or unknown allergy story. Maybe someone else has also adopted a pet that they didn't know they were allergic to. But at the end of the day, I very much enjoyed my 5 days as cat ownership, and it makes me look forward to when I can adopt a pet that I'm not allergic to someday, because I definitely want a dog someday, and it makes me look forward to that because I like having a pet. It's great.
Yeah, pets are great. I have a couple thoughts on that story. First of all, I think we found a new nickname for you. We're going to call you Cat Daddy.
Oh, go
Cat
for
Daddy, just because you kept saying Cat Dad a lot, and I used to know a gentleman who went by the name Cat Daddy. That is not a joke
it.
either.
Oh gosh,
That is a serious thing.
is that a stage name or
Cat
something?
Daddy, his actual name. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what his actual name was, but this is a real person.
That's okay.
And
We don't need to expose Cat Daddy. That's okay.
he is exactly like you think he is. He exemplifies that stereotype of Cat Daddy. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I didn't know part of that story. Whereas I think you didn't tell me that it spent a lot of time in your room, and that probably
Correct.
was a key part of that story that I didn't know because
Yes. Yeah.
I was just under the impression that just being around that cat made it a kind of a hard time to live in that kind of allergy-stricken environment.
Yes.
But
yeah, it definitely had to do with her being around me more, cuz like I said, like I would go to people's houses that have cats, and like I'll spend hours there, and like I'm fine, feel fine, don't feel a thing, like would have never known that this would have been an issue until, the prolonged exposure and, where she was. And I was looking online, they're like, well, you can make sure your cat doesn't go in your bedroom and like get stuff in there. And I'm like, well, like if I'm gonna have a pet, like I specifically looked for a cat that I wanted to like pick up and like cuddle with and like pet, It's
Right.
like, that's stuff you do with a cat, like the dog
You
we
just-
had, like that's all stuff that we do with our dog back home, So like I wanted a more cuddly cat. I don't want a cat that just hides all day and I'd never see, So
yeah, you wanted a dog.
I could have
is
got
what you wanted.
I guess in a way, I wanted a dog that I didn't need to take out, and I found that a cat that was more social filled that void until I found out I was allergic to it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I actually know a couple people who have a lot of cats who are very much animal lovers. And
Yes.
I'm just not a big cat person. I'm sorry to say that, but I'm definitely I'm not a huge animal person to begin with. But if I were to have a pet, I would want a rather large dog.
A large dog. See, I'm the opposite. I would want a small dog.
Right. Yeah, and that's how.
I kind of want a wiener dog.
Oh, okay. See, that's
I-
controversial right there.
I stayed. I went on a trip a couple weeks back and stayed with a friend who has a wiener dog, and his name was Gus. And Gus had a heck of a lot of energy, but that was a great weekend to spend with Gus because he was a playful little guy and just the funniest dog. Like he was just the epitome of what I expect when I think of a wiener dog in terms of energy and like personality.
Yeah. See, my girlfriend Nicole is obsessed with wiener dogs. Like
That's great.
I mean, we've been
I'm on
dating a
board with that.
long time, and since we've started dating, she's like, I am getting a wiener dog when we get our own place. And I always come back. I have a severe fear that I'm going to hurt it because, I mean, I'm a rather tall lad, right?
You
rather
are. How tall are you?
6'5", right? 6'5".
6'5", okay.
And so I'm way up here, right? And that dog is
And the wiener dog is way down
there. And if I'm like, I don't know, carrying a turkey or something, and I just can't see the floor. I mean, it's some average.
How often do you carry turkeys?
Probably more than you think. Like,
I feel like that's something that you need to think about like one day out of the year, and that's like, in late November.
what? I mean, I don't know. I'm carrying a turkey. Don't see where I'm going. I don't know. I'm on Threads, new Threads app. And it just happened to step on it, that's a serious
What is the
fear that I have. I mean, that is a legitimate.
The tying to Threads there was a little lost by me, but I get it now.
Hey, we're a sponsorship, right? Threads, if you're listening, no,
That is not a
that's
thing.
not a thing.
We're sponsored by like the threads that keep our clothing together. Shout out to them.
Yeah, especially me, man.
But
Look
not
at
the
this
app.
belly. I'm starting to really need to work on
Oh,
that.
man.
Well,
So you're essentially scared of having a small dog because you think you're going to step on it.
That well, yes, and so
As someone who owns a small dog and has almost stepped on said small dog quite a bit, the dog will run like crazy out of the way if you get anywhere close to stepping on it.
fair
Like,
enough.
our dog will just bolt if we get anywhere close. Because it's like, I think it's just survival instincts. Like, she will zoom around, and then once the danger is clear, she'll come to you and be like, what the heck, you almost tried to kill me. You know,
Fair
like,
enough.
give me some love.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But you want a big dog.
I would
That's
like a
fair.
big
Big
dog.
person, big dog.
But
it makes sense.
I also would not like. I would like the dog to be hypoallergenic because I too
Yes.
am an allergy-stricken individual, and am allergic to pretty much everything outside. You know, I've had the allergy test, and you know.
Do you have like your whole back looking like a
Well,
bingo card?
I did it. I had it on the arms, yeah, and it was
Okay.
it was not pretty. So
It was not any better.
not any better. But I figured you asked a question earlier. Any strange, crazy, weird allergies
Yeah.
that people may have? Which I mean, I'm sure there's all sorts of crazy allergies, and I thought
There's got to be.
we could go through some of the craziest allergies out there. So I found a list.
Oh,
I'm a
gosh,
big
okay.
list guy, right? Big list guy.
Big list guy.
This list
Shout out to List.
every day, right? This is a list from everydayhealth.com, very official
Okay.
health
Sounds about as
website.
reliable as WebMD.
Yeah,
but-
don't take medical advice, but this has the title of this article is
at,
10
at all or from us.
well, either. Don't you should take medical advice from a medical professional, right? We're
Yes,
just a
we call
couple of
that a doctor.
bozos reading some articles on the internet. This one is called 10 Weird and Surprising Allergens. I mean, these are the kind of articles that I read in my free time. Thank you very much.
This is what you do when you've ran out of TikToks on the toilet. You know, you need something
This
else.
is
You-
like
you,
yes.
you open up the allergy article and you know, if it fills that void.
Allergy number 1. You're allergic to leather. Leather allergy. You're allergic to your
Leather.
shoes.
That could be problematic.
If you get poison
I
ivy
didn't even
type
think of
rash on
shoes.
your feet, you might be allergic to your shoes. I've never even heard of that.
No,
I mean, what if you're a
that's
cow?
wild.
Then you're just allergic to
Say,
yourself?
if-
How does that work?
That would be so weird being allergic to leather because I feel like I'm trying to think of like all the leather stuff I have. Like I have a pair of I have a couple pairs of leather shoes, but other than that, I don't have too much leather.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, what if you pet
gotta
a
be-
cow? Do you start mooing? I don't know
You
how
gotta
this
be
works.
a big fan. You gotta be a big fan of vegan leather, then you know.
Vegan. Okay, we're not even going to go there. That's a topic for a different episode. Number 2. Allergy number 2. Don't dive in. You're allergic to water. I did. Okay, first of all,
how do you
I'm pretty
exist?
sure, yeah.
Are you
Aren't
just allergic to your- to
75% water?
75.
We all, I don't know. We're pretty much just
That's a little high. I feel like it's like 6.
I mean, I think we have more in common with a banana than we do like I forget the rest, but we're pretty close to banana. We're basically bananas. Anyway, we all need water to survive, but sometimes people get hives or your euterica. Am I saying that correctly? Euterica.
I don't know.
Urticaria. I don't even know.
That's spelling really didn't help because I'm not looking at
I
the
don't
same
even know.
article you are.
English is hard, dude. I don't know. All right. Allergy number 3
it's a
on the
tricky
bench. You're allergic to exercise. As we previously discussed, I am allergic to exercise. Again, the only time, number 1, the only time I need to run is when someone's chasing me. All right. I mean, believe me.
Okay.
Okay. You better believe. I don't know if you've ever watch how fast this is. I know you're not gonna. You're only
Oh,
gonna get the
gosh.
visual here, but watch this.
This is a clip right here. All right.
See, now if you haven't heard Grease Lightning, I mean, talk about
I don't know if you have an exercise problem. I think you have an aerodynamics problem there, Logan.
well, I think I do have an exercise problem because I'm not out of breath from running approximately 4
my
feet.
question with being allergic to exercise, with allergens, isn't there some sort of chemical thing that is happening in your body that causes you to be allergic to it? Or something like some reaction in your body that's going on that your body doesn't like to be considered an allergy, right? Like I'm no
Yes.
doctor, but like with being allergic to exercise, Are you allergic to exercise because there's some chemical imbalance with you that gets like set off by exercise, or are you allergic to exercise just because you like don't like to exercise?
That
Like
is a
based on
great
those
question.
standards,
According to this,
like based on those standards, I'm allergic to running because I don't like to run. But am I actually allergic to it, or is it just like I just don't like to run?
well, reading further,
What does our article say?
reading further into this article, it says one type. I literally am out of breath. I ran like 5 feet. Oh my God, I'm fat.
Your basement is not that large.
And I mean, talk about giraffe legs over here. It gets about 2 steps in. Anyway, one type occurs after eating food and within 2 hours of exercise, and the other occurs without eating food. In either case, you should stop exercising, but you can prevent the food-related type by not eating before exercise. That doesn't even make any sense. I'm reading this word. That doesn't even make any sense.
You can prevent this allergy by not eating something that causes the allergy. Whoa. Who would have thunk?
I don't know, dude.
That really doesn't answer my question, but okay. I think that's as much information we'll get about this exercise allergy.
I don't know. Moving on, allergy number 4, solar flare, allergy to the sun. Allergy to the sun.
That's
gotta
be ridiculous to live with.
As a rather fair individual, I can honestly say
You're pale.
I have to wear SPF 100 sunscreen while going from the car into the grocery store. In the grocery store.
But is that considered an allergy, or is that just being pale and more likely to burn?
You know what? I'm allergic to your logic here, dude, okay? That's what I'm allergic to.
Have you ever had, speaking of sunburn, have you ever had like a really bad itch from sunburn?
Yes.
I had it this one time. I went to the pool with some friends, and I got this really bad sunburn on my back, and I looked it up, and people call it like the devil's itch or hell's itch, because I was trying to sleep and my back just itched ridiculously, and the only way to get rid of it is to take extremely cold showers.
Oh, okay.
It was terrible.
Well, that's good.
Like, I could not sleep.
That's good to know, though, because, again, rather pale individual, burns often. I'm basically medium well pretty much all the time, right? That's about the level of cooked that I am all the time. And so knowing that, cold water helps. Yes, cold water helps.
Yes.
Ice.
I think cold just in general,
From hell-
like aloe, that's nice and cold.
Oh, yeah. I like that aloe
I
vera.
got some aloe in my... I recently started putting aloe in my fridge to cool it down even more.
Oh, yeah. That's bush
That's the way
league,
to go.
Reid. Come on now. You
I've
should
never
know
done-
that.
I've
You
never
work
done
in
that before.
yeah. I mean, come on. Bush league here.
I am outside enough that I should know how to properly use aloe, but
Absolutely.
absolutely, you live and learn.
Allergy number 6. This is a allergy to electricity. Now, have you ever seen this show called Breaking Bad?
I've seen like the pilot episode
Okay.
and the first one after
Breaking
that, but that's
Bad.
about it.
The prequel to that is this little series called Better Call Saul. If you
Okay.
have ever watched Better Call Saul, I actually think you would probably like Better Call Saul more than Breaking Bad. But again, that's a
Do I need
discussion
to
for
see
another
one
episode.
to understand the other.
Well, no, because Better Call Saul is a prequel. So even if you just watch that, you could then it basically ends
so
right when
loop.
Breaking Bad starts.
Interesting. Okay.
So
I am in need of a new show to watch. So
okay, well, maybe Breaking Bad or Better Call Saul. Put a pin in that though for a second, because in that show there is a character who claims to have an allergy to electricity.
how does that work?
This guy's crazy, but
How?
he claims to be able to sense it. So he, I don't want to give away
can
too much,
sense
especially
it?
if you're going to watch the show. So why don't you go ahead and watch the show, and then we could discuss it further.
I can also sense electricity. You know, I look at that light over there. I see it's on. That looks like electricity
Well,
to me.
he can supposedly feel batteries and stuff. I don't know. He's kind of crazy, but
Is he just like constantly being electrocuted?
I mean, he like took all the electricity out of his
times-
house. When he goes out of the house, he wears like one of those solar blankets on his head.
How many times a day are you actually exposed to electricity?
I mean, if I
Like
had
directly?
an electric, well, both my parents work for. My dad works for a power plant, nuclear power plant.
That's right.
My mom
Yep.
works for the electric company, so a lot.
Do we need to cut that?
Yeah, we're gonna cut that out. Cut it out. All right.
We're back.
Number 11. Written on your skin, allergy to touch. Allergy to touch. I don't like people touching my toes, right? I'm an anti-toe toucher. And so,
How often do you encounter someone that wants to touch your toes?
I mean, apparently a lot, dude, because everyone's always trying to be like, ooh, look at those toes. But they're actually, my toes are like, they're very long, right? Again, because I'm a rather tall, lanky individual, right? So my toe, my
your
big
toes
toe
are to
is about yay long, right? It's about the size from my eyeball to the bottom of my chin, and that is not an exaggeration. Okay.
What size shoe do you wear?
I wear what size shoe do I wear? I think I wear a size 14 gym shoe,
Wow.
and then I want to say I do have a pair of 15 shoes.
Wow.
So
Those are big feet.
yeah, you know what they say: people with big feet, big socks.
Big socks.
Yeah. All right. Number 26.
Next
allergy to cold.
How many? Hold up, pause. How did we get to number
We're
26?
at number
How many are in
26.
here?
Anyway, allergy
How
to
many are
the
in here?
cold. There's 10.
Oh,
So-
wait, what?
Allergy to the cold.
That math ain't math in there, but okay.
I'm a broadcasting major, dude. I don't do math. Anyway, Beyond Burr. This is the Beyond Burr. Allergy to cold. Here's this word again. Urticaria. Urticaria, I think. Another of the physical urticarias is very rare but potentially dangerous. Cold urticaria can be I don't even know if this is how to say the word. Can be life-threatening.
Oh, urticaria. Hold up, pause. Urticaria is hives.
Yes, you are correct.
You knew that and didn't say anything? You just wanted to keep mispronouncing it?
Again, I'm a broadcasting major, dude. I don't read too well, okay? Give me a break.
Oh, man.
What number are we on? Number 37. Eat veggies instead. Allergy to pollinated fruit. Allergy, and that is the last one. Allergy to pollinated fruit.
Man, if I couldn't eat fruit, that would be rough. I love fruit.
Oh, yeah? What's your favorite type of fruit? And then I'm going to
favorite type of
ruin
fruit?
all vegetables for you in about 2 seconds. So go ahead and...
My favorite type of fruit has to be cherries.
Oh, yeah. Can you tie
Tell
the
me some
cherry
cherries.
stem in a knot in your mouth?
No, I've never tried, but I guess I could.
Yeah, you should try that.
I'll try it and I'll report back
Okay.
in the next episode. How about?
Uh-huh. Okay. I like that. So, do you ever buy fresh fruit is the question?
I do.
You do buy fresh fruit.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you buy it at
Oh,
the
of
store?
course.
Or do you buy it at a farm stand? What do you buy it at?
I buy it at the grocery
Grocery store. Okay. Have you ever
Yep.
bought anything from a farm stand?
store. My parents bought stuff from like a farmer's market, yes.
This is farmers market isn't exactly what I'm referring to though.
What is a
like
farm
stand, like by the side of the road. It's like guy owns a farm.
Oh.
Like you could buy corn and like
no,
some other,
no.
you know, vegetables.
No, only like a farmer's market, or like we've gotten apples from like an apple orchard, or we've only gotten corn from like this like vendor on the side of the road.
Right. Okay. Well,
Like that came from a farm.
this one time
obviously.
we bought corn from a man on the side of the road who appeared to be a rather genuine corn farmer. You know, he had the overalls, no shirt, straw hat, cowboy boots.
Gosh.
Right?
Did you guys get scammed out of corn?
No, we did not actually. He sold us this corn, and he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best corn you will ever." Don't laugh, because this is exactly what he said. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best corn you will ever have. I guarantee it. He guaranteed this
The
corn
corn
quality,
guarantee.
right? Corn quality,
Wow.
top tier. Get home.
CQ.
What is the first thing you do when you eat corn? Shuck it.
Shuck it.
Yeah, shuck it. Just shuck it.
Shuck it.
We shuck it. What do we see? We see worms. Little white maggot-looking worms going in and out of the corn, just like this, in and out. That was the most, and I'm not a huge vegetable person. That was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay,
I believe it. That sounds terrible.
Disgusting thing in the entire life. You know what we did?
Threw away the
Ate
corn.
the corn. That's
Hold up. Whoa.
No, we didn't eat the corn. We did not eat the corn. We brought the corn
okay.
back to Hillbilly Farmer Man, and he's like,
said,
"Oh
"Look at all
boy,
these
man!
worms."
Well, I tell you what, I have never, and I mean never, seen that corn, them worms in that there corn. But I'm gonna go ahead and give you some new corn." And that's my country
The
accent.
new corn had worms in it?
No new corn. We did not take the new corn.
The new corn was fine?
We just demanded a refund.
A refund. How do you... Okay, one more question to wrap up the pod. How do you make your corn?
Grill it. It's the best way.
You grill it. Okay.
It's the best way
got it.
to make the corn.
Okay.
If you have never grilled corn, you need to grill it immediately.
Grilled corn is good. I feel like the very traditional way to do is to boil corn.
Right.
Okay. I work with someone that I really hope he listens to this. He probably won't. Let's be real. We have like 10 followers at this point.
Hey, got to start somewhere.
He bakes corn.
He bakes it in the oven?
He's like, I just bake it. I put it in the oven. I'm like, what? He's like, I only eat corn if it's baked or if it's from a can. I go, what?
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. If it helps, he's from Kentucky.
Yeah. I bet he...
Does that explain anything? I mean, they should know what to do with corn, though, right?
I mean, they know what to do with chicken, so I would assume, they got to fry it, right? And then the corn on the side, I would think. You would think.
Yeah. Out of the oven.
Yeah.
Or from a can.
I don't know.
I couldn't do that.
I don't know.
Corn's got to be boiled or grilled for me.
Boiled or grilled for sure.
Yeah, little salt and butter, and you're chilling.
Salt, butter, applesauce.
Only with that thing that's specifically designed to spread the butter on the corn, though, like that little tube thing with the little curve on the end. You know what I'm talking
How's
about?
that go? Little tube thing, curve on the end.
It's like a rectangular prism.
Okay, we're throwing math words.
Shaped like a stick of butter, but it's slightly curved at the bottom to match the contour of the cob of corn. And then you put your butter in. There's like a plunger thing on the top that you push down, and it feeds the butter towards the curve. And then you just like put your corn or your butter on the corn using that thing.
Wow.
It's a fantastic invention.
Yeah. You know what I say when I'm buttering my corn?
What?
Wow. I can't believe it's not butter.
I think we need to. Think we need to end on that.
I think we need to end on that. I agree.
That's our sign. We need to go.
Yeah, that's our sign. We need to exit. I'm tired, very tired.
I am too. This is a little bit more of a late night recording.
All right.
Kind of. By late night, it is 9:20 your time.
9:20. Yes. It's past Logan's bedtime. Anyway.
Past Logan's bedtime.
This has been episode number 2 of A Lot About a Little. It's been fun.
It has. Tell us your weird allergy stories with the little question thingamadoo-dad.
The thingamadoo-dad, right
down
down there
there
in the damn door,
Spotify.
right there, dinging.
If you're in the Spotify app, scroll down from the now playing interface, and you'll see a little question. Give us some thoughts. Drop us a line too. How you like this podcast too?
Drop us a line at discoverychannel.com/dirty jobs.
And we should plug. We have now an active Instagram and TikTok account at A Lot About a Little Pod.
At A Lot About a Little Pod on Instagram.
So we got a couple clips on there from episode 1. We'll have some more clips from episode 2.
Yes, we will.
And yeah, show us some love over there.
Show us some love. All of the love here. It's the summer.
All the love.
It's the summer of love on A Lot About a Little.
Ooh.
I don't know about that. Thanks for watching. I guess we're not watching. I keep saying thanks for watching. They're not watching. They're listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
See ya.